This boy loved fighting ever since he was a kid. When he got serious, even security guards could barely hold him back. Today, young Creed was locked up again at the group home for fighting, but a woman who would change his life appeared. Marion Creed, wife of boxing legend Apollo Creed. That's when young Creed finally understood where his fighting spirit came from. He was Apollo's son, Adonis Creed. As an adult, Creed had a decent job, drove a luxury car, lived in a villa, had a loving mother, and a warm home. Yet the fighting blood in his veins kept him restless. He often snuck to Mexico to fight in underground boxing matches. Tonight, his opponent was the muscular David. Before the fight, Creed threw a few punches to warm up. Once in the ring, he first tested David with jabs. The crowd was lively, with many watching. Suddenly, Creed landed a powerful punch. David hit the mat. What's more, Creed hadn't even had formal training. His only way of practicing was watching his father Apollo's old fight tapes every night, learning the moves, or even sparring with the footage. The next day at work, he made a big decision. Just as he was up for a promotion, he quit his job. Then he headed to a boxing gym. The sign above the door bore his father Apollo's name. He'd come to learn boxing professionally. Creed brought his 15-0 undefeated record in underground fights as his ticket to ask for a master. But Coach Duke mocked him. This is just bar brawling.
These boys come in here, this is how they survive. They gotta fight for life. Kill or be killed, people die in there. Your daddy died in the ring. This ain't no joke.
This isn't a joke, Duke told him firmly. He refused Creed, vowing no gym would dare take him in. Creed watched the boxers training in the ring. Suddenly, he jumped up onto the canvas, pulled out his father's car keys, and challenged the pro fighters. Whoever wins gets the car. First up was Kevin, ranked 6th in the world's light heavyweight division. Creed didn't even wear a headgear. He fought barehanded. In just a few moves, he took Kevin down. Then he started taunting the others.
He a killer though, right, little dude? Where was you at when I was in group homes, huh? You miss a meal? Which one of your killers in here next? You pick them. You pick who's next. I'm next.
The man who accepted the challenge was Danny, ranked 2nd in the world's pound-for-pound standings. After both men put on their headgear and gear, the fight began. It didn't take long for Creed to realize that against this man, this was the gap between a professional and an amateur. Within less than one round, Creed was knocked to the mat. He even lost his father's car. When he got home, Creed wore sunglasses, but his mother still noticed something was wrong. Creed told her he had quit his job. He was going to become a professional boxer. If you insist on boxing, don't call me mom anymore, his mother Mary said firmly. But Creed still resolutely embarked on his journey to pursue his dream. Creed's destination this time was Philadelphia, where lived a man who had been both his father's rival and friend, Rocky Balboa. He arrived at Rocky's restaurant, which was lined with boxing photos, including shots of his father Apollo in his fights. Creed could even clearly state which round each photo was from. Rocky was stunned and asked for his name. Adonis Creed, he replied.
What'd you say your name was?
Done.
Okay.
Rocky then asked what he wanted. Creed made his request. He wanted Rocky to train him. Rocky refused outright and tried to kick Creed out. That's when Creed revealed a secret between them. After Rocky's old trainer passed away, Apollo had sought him out, telling him not to give up. He'd even taken Rocky to Los Angeles for training to help him get back on his feet. These were private matters, and Rocky became even more curious about how Creed knew them. He asked again about Creed's identity.
He's my father.
No, yeah.
Rocky didn't believe him, so Creed told him to call his mother Mary. He mentioned that Rocky had never contacted Mary since Apollo's funeral, and even recalled specific details from the funeral. Rocky finally believed him. Creed brought up his request again. He wanted Rocky to train him, because Rocky was the most reliable person, and more importantly, Rocky owed him this. But Rocky still refused. He didn't want Creed to follow in his father's footsteps. Creed asked Rocky one final question.
Since we're pretty much like family, who won the third fight?
You did.
At Mickey's boxing gym, Creed was treated no better than a kid. The coach's full attention was on the top prospect, Leon. So Creed went back to Rocky's restaurant, volunteering to help him move things, and hoping Rocky would give him a training plan. Rocky asked, "People know you're the champion's son now. Maybe they can help you." Creed told him, "I don't want to ask for favors using my father's name." Seeing his persistence, Rocky tossed together a quick training plan for him. Mickey, his coach who was both mentor and friend. Apollo, his worthy rival who shared mutual respect. His beloved wife, quiet and shy. Even his lifelong best friend, his brother-in-law, had passed away. Rocky buried his brother-in-law next to his wife, often coming to talk to them. He had no desire to return to the boxing world, but he couldn't stop thinking about Creed. Faced with such a passionate, dream-driven kid, he finally softened. Rocky went to Mickey's gym to find Creed. Mickey's gym still feels like old times. The moment the coach sees Rocky walk in, he rushes over, begging him to train his son Leon. But Rocky's got one thing on his mind this time, Creed. He's here to take the kid under his wing and train him himself. Mickey was 69 when he first trained Rocky. He became Rocky's spiritual mentor, creating the legendary Rocky Spirit together with him. Now Rocky was also 69. He took on the role of Creed's coach, determined to pass on this spirit of never giving up in the face of life's hardships. Good physical fitness is the foundation of a boxer. Creed started with running. Rocky used Mickey's unique training method, the iconic 30-second chicken chase. Next came speed and endurance training. Rocky pointed to Creed in the mirror and said, "This is your toughest opponent. Whether in the ring or in life, you gotta beat him first." One day, the gym owner found Rocky, wanting his protege to face Creed in a real match.
Hell yeah, I'm interested.
I do the talking. Okay, you do the fight. How you doing, Leo?
Leon had a 17-0-0 record, ranked 4th in the world's lightweight division. Rocky knew it was too soon for Creed and refused outright. Creed still couldn't figure out why Rocky had refused.
Rock, what we training for?
We're training to win, not get killed.
After training, Creed found Rocky. He hoped Rocky would give him a chance to train for 6 weeks. If things didn't work out after 6 weeks, he'd quit. So Creed moved into Rocky's house. Creed was woken up by music at 5 a.m. Opening the door, he found Rocky dancing to the music.
Hey, it's time to train. This is how you start.
Creed was confused, but this was a match he'd fought to earn. He had to see it through, even on his knees. It turned out Rocky was taking him to another gym, telling him it's not far, and telling him to follow behind the car. Still half asleep, Creed started running after the car. By the time they reached the gym, dawn had broken.
No, you said it was close.
Not that close.
At his old friend's gym, Rocky began teaching him how to counterattack and dodge his opponent's punches. Creed improved by leaps and bounds. The 6 weeks passed in a flash. On fight day, both men were fully prepared, but Creed was so nervous he ran to the bathroom. After the pre-fight glove touch, the first round began. Both men kept probing each other, but Creed was clearly at a disadvantage. All his attacks were easily dodged by his opponent. His eye was even cut. The first round ended. During the intermission, Rocky gave Creed tactical guidance. Relax your left hand, keep it low, then go for his chin. In the second round, the opponent launched a fierce attack right away. Creed spotted an opening, with Rocky shouting instructions from the sidelines. Suddenly, Creed landed a left hook followed by a right swing, knocking the opponent down. As the referee counted down, Creed claimed victory. After the win, Creed's name spread throughout the boxing world. With the dual labels of Apollo's son and Rocky's protege, Creed quickly went viral. Soon, the manager of reigning champion Conlon smelled an opportunity. He found Rocky, hoping Creed would fight Conlon under the name Apollo Creed's son. Rocky was worried about Creed's form, and couldn't make a decision. That night, Creed met his girlfriend. Noticing he was distracted, she asked what was wrong. Creed told her everything, saying he was afraid of losing and tarnishing his father's reputation. "What's there to worry about?" she said. "You're Apollo Creed's son you were born to be." "Yeah, I'm my father's son." He went to find Rocky, told him his thoughts, and proposed accepting Conlon's challenge.
Fighting Pretty Ricky Conlon!
After that, they trained hard every day. Suddenly, one day during training, Rocky started vomiting uncontrollably. Then his legs went weak and he collapsed to the ground. Creed took him to the hospital for checks before they went home. That day, Creed found a medical report in Rocky's pocket. It turned out Rocky had cancer, but he refused chemotherapy. "You're crazy," Creed said, insisting on taking him back to the hospital immediately. Rocky didn't want Creed to worry too much about his illness, telling him, "My wife also had cancer. Chemotherapy only brought her pain." Creed was devastated after hearing this, trying his best to persuade Rocky to get treatment. As they talked, Rocky lost his temper. He said something hurtful.
I am to you just an old trainer. We're not a real family.
Looking at Creed's expression and his departing back, Rocky knew he'd said the wrong thing. After leaving the gym, Creed went to find his girlfriend. Backstage at her performance, someone asked to take a photo with him. After the photo, the man mocked him, "Little Creed." At that moment, Creed was just looking for an outlet for his anger, so he beat the man up, angering his girlfriend so much that she broke up with him. He was then sent to jail. Rocky came to visit him. Creed vented all his anger on Rocky. Faced with this confused young man, Rocky said, "I understand how you feel. Forgive your father. I know what it's like to be abandoned. If you can't let go of this, you'll always live in his shadow, and that will only make you more miserable." Creed broke down. After a moment of grief, his dream was reignited. After being released, Creed found Rocky and said, "If you don't accept treatment, I won't train. If we're destined to fight, we'll face it together." After hearing this, Rocky held out his fist. This was a promise between men. Early the next morning, Creed started training at the hospital. The hospital stairs became Creed's running track, and the orderlies were imagined as his opponents. In the narrow hospital room, Creed struggled to do push-ups. As time passed, he never stopped for a moment. Watching the pain Rocky endured from chemotherapy, all he could do was stay by his side and train relentlessly. He wanted to repay Rocky with double his efforts. When he ran through the streets of Philadelphia, motorcycle gangs roared behind him. He was ready to face the world champion. The night before the fight, Rocky persuaded Creed's girlfriend to come back. He warned them, "You can talk, but that's it. He also passed on Coach Mickey's words to him.
Women weaken legs.
Before the fight, he received a mysterious gift. Inside were the boxing trunks his father once wore, along with a letter from his mother. When he put on these shorts, his heart felt warm. It turned out his mother had been watching over him silently all along. In the ring, the two stared at each other fiercely. Compared to Creed, Conlon's muscle lines were truly sleek and defined. The fight began. Taking advantage of his height and reach, Conlon threw punch after punch. Creed's attacks were easily dodged by him. Suddenly, Conlon landed an uppercut to Creed's head. As soon as he stood up, another round of attacks came. Creed was defenseless. During the intermission, Rocky gave him tactical guidance.
Boy, it's Baz.
Hey. It's you against you.
Me against you.
That's right. He's just in your way.
Got it.
Get him out of the way. Let's go.
After a brief period of passivity at the start of the second round, Creed spotted an opening and dodged successfully. He then landed a powerful right swing on Conlon, drawing blood from him. Creed kept launching attacks, forcing Conlon to retreat steadily. Round 3, round 5, round after round. Creed found his rhythm. He realized his opponent was not unbeatable. Though hit by heavy punches repeatedly, he fought with increasing momentum. In the 11th round, Creed's fists kept pounding Conlon's body, but Conlon seized an opportunity and knocked him down with a devastating right swing.
Bloody, get up!
Get up, D! Come on, baby.
Memories flashed through his mind, his father's shadow, Rocky's hardships, his mother's encouragement, and his girlfriend's support. So many people were watching him, he couldn't stay down. While Conlon celebrated his apparent victory, Creed stood up miraculously. An astonishing parallel emerged. Years ago, Rocky had been blinded in his right eye by Apollo, and today, Apollo's son, Rocky's protege, could barely open his left eye. Fearing Creed would suffer the same fate as his father, Rocky wanted to stop the fight, but Creed refused. He had to prove himself.
Prove what?
I'm not a mistake.
You taught me how to fight again, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna fight this thing. But if I fight, I want you to fight too. I want you to go across this ring and knock that son of a bitch down. Can you do it? Say it.
I'm gonna knock that son of a bitch down.
I know you are. You know why? Because you're a Creed, and I love you, kid.
Under Conlon's heavy punches, Creed began to fight back. After rounds of brutal exchanges, Creed finally landed a devastating punch. Conlon crashed to the ground. It was the first time he'd ever been knocked down. As the referee counted down, Conlon rose to his feet. Since the fight was scored on points, Conlon won by a points advantage. In his disappointment, Conlon approached to praise his skill and grit. The arena erupted in thunderous applause. Champion Conlon won the fight, but Creed conquered the night. Not for his father, not for Rocky, but for himself. The crowd began chanting Creed's name. After the fight, Rocky took Creed to Philadelphia Square to watch the sunrise. A new sense of purpose settled on Creed.